Hello, and welcome back to this episode of Bite Size Book Buzz. I'm Annie Mazes with Workman Publishing, and today I am pleased to introduce you all to a new member of ALMA, Sharon Schell from IPG. She will be joining us along with Nicole DeJacmo from Quirk, Carrie Henderson from Hachette, and Amanda Roundtree from Macmillan. So please take it away, Sharon, and welcome.
Thanks, Annie. I appreciate that, and I'm happy to be here with Alma for the first time. And I'm happy to share a new book with you from IPG. Okay, the title's called Overnight Code, The Life of Ray Montague, the Woman Who Revolutionized Naval Engineering. And this is brought to us by our Chicago Review Press publisher. And I'm really excited to bring it because it's definitely not a well-known story, and I think it's an important one to tell. It does come out in January. And it truly shows how a hidden figure in computing and engineering made her mark during the Cold War, changing the way the US Navy builds its ships and subs, making it faster and cheaper to do so against a lot of societal roadblocks in her own career. And it's truly the inspiring story of a groundbreaking African-American woman engineer who created the first computer-designed ship for the US Navy. So as I mentioned, this tells the story of Ray Montague. She was an ambitious little girl from segregated Little Rock, Arkansas, who spent a lifetime educating herself both inside and outside of the classroom so that she could become the person and professional that she aspired to be. So where some people saw roadblocks, Montague only saw hurdles that needed to be overcome. Her mindset helped her become the first person to draft a naval ship designed by computer using a program that she worked late nights to debug. She did this as a single mother during the height of the Cold War, all the while imbuing her son with the hard-won wisdom that she had accumulated throughout the years. Equal parts coming-of-age tale, civil rights history, and reflection on the power of education. Overnight Code is a tale about the persistence and perseverance that's required to forge the life of your own dreams when the odds against you seem insurmountable, and shows how one woman refused to let other people's prejudices stand in the way of her success. And if you'll notice, the authors, Paige Bowers and David Montague. David Montague is her son, and he co-contributed on this title, and he's just making her story known. And it's truly a hidden figures type of story that needs to be known.
Hi, this is Nicole from Quirk Books. I'm just working on sharing my screen with you all. I'm really excited to share Quirk Books' December title, Crystal Clear. This book is written by Jaya Saxena, the best-selling co-author of Basic Witches, and she's back with Crystal Clear, Reflections on Extraordinary Talismans for Everyday Life, which is based off of her essays that she wrote as part of the Personal Facets column on Catapult. This is an incisive look at crystals, exploring and demystifying their history, properties, and modern self-care appeal through voice-driven personal essays that will appeal to readers of Trick Mirror by Gia Tolentino and How to Do Nothing by Jenny Odell. Through 11 sharply observed essays, Saxena reflects on and challenges the ideas associated with 11 popular crystals, including unconditional love, which is associated with rose quartz, happiness and success, which you would use citrine for, self-care, which is black tourmaline, which is, you could see the beautiful illustration of it in this slide, as well as imposter syndrome, which is, surprise, surprise, pyrite, which is fool's gold, toxic positivity, and death. The result is a deeply personal book with universal appeal, exploring how we assign meaning and power to our belongings in order to give meaning and power to our lives. So if you have had readers who are really interested in kind of like how the self-care industry has kind of imprinted on us and how we can kind of co-opt crystals and have them for our own, and imbue meaning on them for our own lives, this is the perfect book. You'll learn what these crystals mean and the history of them, but also how the author herself has used them throughout her life. And thank you for your time, and on to Carrie.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for spending the time to talk about books today. I am going to share a book with you from Grand Central Publishing. This is a book called What's Mine and Yours by Naomi Koster. And she is a Kirkus Prize finalist for her book Halsey Street and was recently selected by Tayari Jones for the National Book Foundation's 5 Under 35. And these are really all exciting accolades and a great platform to launch her new book, which is available on March 2nd, 2021. In this novel, Naima's characters grapple with racial inequality, identity, and familial bonds and trauma. This story is not just one about love, but also about all-consuming, volatile passions of young lovers and the quiet comfort of steady companionship. Her beautiful prose will entice you in, and her gut-wrenching emotional plot will keep you there till the end. This is a perfect book for book clubs, a fantastic library pick, and most likely your next favorite book. Digital reading copies are available by request on Edelweiss, and I'd like to make a special thank you for Annie for having all of us here today. That's all for me.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am the last presenter today. My name is Amanda Roundtree. I am with Macmillan Publishers, and I am going to tell you about Too Good to Be True by Carola Lovering. Carola's debut, Tell Me Lies, was a huge success, and this new book is the kind of voice-driven suspense that is as much an emotional roller coaster as it is a fast-paced, page-turning thriller. A whirlwind courtship culminates in a surprise engagement, but the groom-to-be is not who he says he is. And between 3 points of view, one set 30 years earlier when the groom was a small-town local bad boy, you'll discover that there's more than one way to spin the truth. This is the kind of psychological thriller that explores social class and the effects of toxic obsession and addictive love, making it great for fans of Lisa Jewell and The Life Between Us. And that is it for me.
So many good books this week. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you, colleagues. It's lovely to see your faces. We will be back next week for another episode of Bite Size Book Buzz. Take care.